Hi everyone, welcome. I'm good, Destiny. I hope you are too. So let me just put out the donation. How is everyone doing? Thank you so much for joining in. Okay, so hi everyone, welcome to the live reading. So for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm just going to go through the rules and how do I do this live reading. So it will go as long as like many donation or many people that I haven't reached. So just go as long as that. I don't have any specific time frame for. I mean, I don't have any specific time when to end this reading. So we're going to go as long as I can and as long as people are here. And this is a free and donation based live reading. So, what does that mean here is that the donation will take priority as well as will get a detailed answer, while the free reading is just like a quick one question only without any follow up. So, for those who want to have a free reading, donation is not a must, but you just have to wait. And I don't go by any list, I just go by uh, the chat. So I'll go by the question one by one. Please do not spam the chat and just push your question once. I'll go through it. So okay, Quattro, yeah, sure. I just started the reading. So yeah, that's it for. Yeah, just please be patient and post the question once. And if I don't see your question, just post it. But again, don't overly spam it. Okay, so let's start with the donation as usual. Danny and Lauren, and then Quattro HR. Let me just put out the donation list. Okay, so we have 4 people. I'm going to start with Danny first. Messages. Okay, Danny. So looking at the messages that you need to hear, I've got courage coming up here as the overall energy, and it's also quite interesting because I've got courage coming up twice for you here. So this is really something that you need to pay attention to. I would say here, Danny, there is something I would say that you've been wanting to do, or there is some sort of like an ideas, or yeah, like idea, business idea, or just like ideas in general, creative idea that you've been wanting to do here, but somehow you have been withholding yourself here, doubting yourself, as well as letting the fear to control you, or letting the fear to take basically like feeding up your mind with fear. So with this courage energy coming up here twice, so this is basically talking about it's safe for you to take up that leap of faith. It's safe for you to take up the courage towards whatever you want to do, towards whatever you want to get in your life, I would say here. So the most important thing that I've got here. And then I've also got goddess coming up here with the loving women energy. So this is like a double strong of a divine feminine energy here. So, looking at the transformation within yourself here on your spiritual level as well as on the individual level, personal level, I mean here, your divine feminine energy is definitely like at the highest, I would say here. You keep on growing, you keep on expanding yourself when it comes into the spirituality here. So the messages that you get from the divine, which is again coming back to this courage energy. So this could be something related to spirituality or something that you want to explore your gift, you want to put yourself out there here, like letting your gift and sharing messages to people, but you've been having some doubt here, like just don't know what to do or where to begin. All you have to do here is just take that first step. Just take the first step here, and the rest will just fall for you. And then another thing that I've got here is that I've got playing it safe with intention energy coming up here. So with this playing it safe energy, this is like you've been putting yourself inside this particular box. I won't say it's your comfort zone, but you might have already been comfortable in that. Again, the fear, yeah, fear, also like doubt, assumption, or just like negative thinking within yourself here is making you uncomfortable or making you doubtful to just step outside of this box. So you've been kind of like doing things from your safe zone, I would say here. Now this is something that you need to shift a little bit, something that you need to change a little bit here. And then I've also got intention coming up here. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your request to the universe. So it's like you know what you want here, but when you're requesting, when you're manifesting, or just like in general in your life, you seems to have a little bit doubt here and there, I would say here. So this is the time for you to be bold with your request. This is the time for you to actually be bold and just like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to focus on here. So putting your intention out there is what I'm getting here. And then lastly, I've got magic coming up for you. Make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. So again, this is all like just going hand in hand for you here, Danny, which I love here. Like you have the first thing that you need to do here is that you need to embrace your divine feminine energy here. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty, love every part of you here, because you are at this point of time here expanding yourself, like expanding yourself, yeah, expanding yourself on the personal level, professional level, as well as spiritual level. Here you're going through this massive transformation energy within yourself here. All you need to do here is that be clear and decisive and be bold with whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you want to bring onto your life here. And then take that first step here. Just have the courage. Fear is an illusion. Don't let the fear try to control you, is what I'm getting here. And then everything is just going to be falling into the places here. Magic surrounds you. And then I've also got behind the mask energy. Now this is just, like be honest and be open with yourself here is more of that message. Let me just pull an outcome and time frame for you. So let's see what we have. Alright, so I've got the temperance energy coming up here. Again, the temperance energy is basically talking about the balance, putting up the balance within yourself, balance of emotional energy. Sorry, balancing your emotional and your basically like maintaining the balance within yourself, not only when it comes into the emotional, but also like when it comes into your personal and physical energy coming up here. The temperance energy is also talking about a very strong angelic presence and divine presence surrounding yourself here, Danny. So again, you have a lot of support, you have a lot of like divine support surrounding you here. So you just like need to take that first step here, as well as opening up yourself. I've got receive here and then abundance. All you have to do here is that be open to receive all of this abundance that is about to come onto your life here, Danny. As for the time frame, I've got the number 5 coming up here, which we are at the month of May. 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months. I'm also getting two specific season coming up here, which is mid-summer as well as mid-winter. So these two time frame could be quite significant for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And okay, Gunnar Stahl, I got you. And Lauren, can you please post your question? Or did you send me the question? Hi, Soul for Skittle. I've got your donation as well. Let me just. Yeah, I got it. Mm. Hi, Pinky. I'm good. I hope you are well as well. Okay, how is Cancer feeling about Lawrence? So let's see. Okay, Lawrence, so let's start with how does the Cancer feel towards you here? First one here, I'm getting a very strong reminiscing in the past energy is what I'm getting coming up from your Cancer. So I feel like they have been thinking about, or at least they have been, like every now and then they've been thinking about the time that they spent with you. I mean, like how both of you were together in the past year. And another thing that I've got coming up here is that I've got insecurity energy coming up here, consciousness of life, and then the loss energy coming up here as well. So as like days go on here, they have like it's more like heating them, I would say now, and starting to hit them like, and it will continuously starting to hit them here, like increase energy of like missing you, reminiscing in the past energy is what I'm picking up here, Lauren. And I've also got with this insecurity energy and this consciousness of like, this is also another thing that deep down they are struggling with, I would say here. They might appear as like someone who can have everything they want here, but deep down they are very conscious about their weaknesses, or they're very conscious about what they feel they are lacking, or what they feel are their weaknesses here. So this is kind of like making them feeling too overly conscious about themselves, making them feeling too overly conscious about like their self-esteem and their confidence level here is what I'm getting. And then I've also got communication blockage, which is what currently is going on between both of you here, like you said, like no communication. And then I've also got you are my everything energy coming up here as well, Lauren. So again, this is what I mean, like it's like starting to hit them, and it will continuously starting to hit them here, like about how they missed you, about how, like things could have been better for both of you here, I would say here, Lauren. And then another thing that I've got here is that family issue and family upbringing. I'm not sure how much that you know about this, because as the overall energy that I've got coming up from them, from this Cancer, is a fragmented energy. So again, this is also going hand in hand with these insecurities and this consciousness of like here, there is a lot of void, or there is a lot of emptiness within themselves here, pain which is creating this void, pain which is creating this emptiness within themselves here. Now the reason for them to have all of this, like broken pieces of themselves within themselves here, due to some sort of like a family issue, family upbringing within themselves. Now I'm not sure how much that you know about this, but this could also be something that has been affecting them up until this particular point of time. So this separation, or this space between both of you here, is that it's not that they are running away from you, it's more like they're running away from themselves, they're running away from their own emotion here, because they feel they're not good enough, or at least they feel like it's not the time yet, or just like they're just not enough for you. So that kind of energy is what I'm getting here. I've also got ask and look for sign with self-love, work on inner self here. I do feel like I've been getting a lot of signs, synchronicities and messages here, synchronicities and divine messages, I mean. I've also got intuition and manifestation energy coming up here. So most of the thing of what I am telling you at this time, you kind of like already know about this, or you kind of like already gotten some signs telling you about this as well. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to your intuition as well, and your manifestation energy is coming up quite strongly here as well. So another thing that I've got here is that trust in the divine timing. As for the future outcome that I've got coming up for you here, I've got the King of Cups energy, which is the Cancer energy here, the water sign. So basically his energy coming up quite strongly here. There's definitely going to be a reconciliation and union coming up between both of you here. I've got the Six of Cups and then the Ten of Cups energy coming up here. Happy home, happy family, happy relationship. The Six of Cups energy is also talking about the soul connection between both of you here. Once again, I've got the Five of Cups here, talking about regret, feeling guilty energy here. Again, the loss energy is what I'm getting coming up here as well. So this Cancer is starting to feel the loss of you. They are starting to, like starting to feel that emptiness, starting to feel that guilty or regretful energy from within themselves here. As for the time frame, I've got the number 7 coming up here. 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, the month of July. I'm also getting a very strong late spring energy, which is we are almost at the end of the spring. So around here, late spring to the month of July could be quite significant as well for you, Lauren. So thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Let me know if there is anything that you don't understand or would like to have clarification. Okay, Cake, I got you. And Quattro, you can post your question, please. You're welcome, Lauren. Hi, Gulia. Oh, really? Then yeah. Then the number 7 will be quite significant for you. Hi Gulia. Yeah, you can be. I don't have any list, so you just like need to wait and post your question. Once I'm done with the donation, I'll go and do the free readings. Hi Richa. Yeah. All right. Correct. So, Quattro, whenever you are ready, you can post your question. Okay, so your first question is that will be a RN soon or okay, so will you be yeah, so will you be I would say yes. I directly got the Six of Wands energy coming up here as well, Quattro. So this is basically talking about yes and victorious outcome coming up here. And not only that, I've got the Justice. You are sorry, you are a Libra, right? If I'm not mistaken, Quattro. I think you're a Libra. The Knight of Swords energy coming up here with the Justice energy coming up here as well. The Knight of Swords is basically talking about a very fast movement energy here, like a very very strong fastest movement energy, and the Justice here is the Libra energy, yeah, which is your energy coming up here. So yes, 100% definitely going to be yes, you're definitely going to get that. And then I've also got the Ten of Cups energy coming up here and Nine of Cups. So there is like definitely like a progress. Whatever situation you are at this point of time here with this Nine of Cups energy to the Ten of Cups here, you are at the last phase, I would say here. So it's like the next one here is definitely like the registration energies is going to happen. And then for the time frame I've got for you here, I've got the Wheel of Fortune, and then I've got the Strength energy. The number 8 is coming up here. I would say by latest you would be getting that by the month of around the Leo season, which is going to be around mid July to beginning of mid-July to beginning of August. Like that is like by the latest energy. The number 8 is coming up here, so this could also be like around 8 days to 8 weeks from now here. But by latest, I would say here around the month of August. I've also got the Four of Wands energy coming up here with this Magician, and then I've got the Seven of Wands here. So this is basically talking about your perseverance and your hard working here is actually going to be rewarded for you here. I don't see any, like I don't see it taking any longer. I would say here with this judgment again, the Six of Wands energy coming up twice. Yes, you're definitely going to be. I don't see it taking any longer. I would say within the next 8 days to 8 weeks maximum. I would say here around July to August energy. I would say like by maximum could also be around June 8th. So yeah, you're definitely going to be that quite positive energy coming up for you here, Quattro. I don't see it taking any longer than that. So let's see about what's going on with you and your person. Okay, so looking at both of your energy here, I've got true love coming up right away for you here, and then I've got great achievement. So looking at the energy coming up here, there is definitely like a lot of improvement coming up here between both of you here, even though this is just like talking about the energetical movement first, and then after that is going to come into the 3D, into the reality energy here. But a lot of progress coming up here, especially coming up from her side here, especially coming up from her side. What I'm getting here is that with this Eight of Swords energy and the Ace of Cups energy coming up here, as well as deserving energy, so she's also like starting to open up herself. She's also like starting to open up her heart chakra here, like starting to open up her heart, like going through the healing and going through the transformation which is necessary for her here in the past, or at least like while I was doing your previous reading here, I've got the Eight of Swords energy coming up here. So the thing here is that with her, it's not that she's trapped or she's stuck within her situation, but she's putting herself in that way. So it's like she did not know that she was actually trapped. Like, how do I say it here? Like, she has been putting herself inside this situation, and even though that all she needs to do here is that just like step outside of her situation, step outside of her comfort zone, I would say here, and see things for what it is here. And the reason why she hasn't been doing that here, because of, I won't say blocked, but little bit of unbalance and closed heart chakra. So the positive thing here is that she's also starting to open up herself. She's starting to open up her heart chakra here. So this is definitely a wonderful energy. And then another thing here is that both of you are almost similar in mirroring each other's energy up here, because for you here, as for the blockage, I've got the consciousness of lack and then the loving man energy here. And for her, I've got the deserving energy coming up here. So the main blockage or the main delay at this point of time here is that she needs to think, or she needs to come from the place that, okay, I deserve this, like I'm going to go after this, like I deserve, I have that self-esteem, I know I deserve this. So she needs to come from that particular mentality. She needs to come from that particular point of particular way of thinking, I would say here. While for you here is that you still, I won't say insecure of yourself, but there is still some part of you here is a little bit insecure, or like too much way, I mean like overly conscious about what you feel are your weaknesses, what you feel are you are lacking here. So almost as like insecurity, but not really that strong. So the thing here is that Quattro, with this loving man energy here, you are actually already coming up from the place of divine masculine energy here. So a lot of like a lot of improvement already starting to happen within yourself here. You just like need to slowly starting to let go of like being too overly conscious about how you feel and how you think of yourself here. And then I've also got taking steps energy here with the 10 of cups energy, and then I've also got the temperance energy coming up here. Overall energy I've got for you here is the Queen of Cups. So like she's starting to open up herself. She's starting to balancing up herself when it comes into the emotional. I mean, like her emotional and mental health, I would say here, which is then also talking about the reconnection or the union between both of you here is definitely going to happen. Let me pull a time frame. Let's see what we have. again, the number 6 coming up here, midsummer, the number 6, 6 days, 6 weeks, or the month of June is also coming up quite significantly here for you, Quattro. So that's it for your reading. Let me know if you have any other questions or anything that you want me to clarify. Hi Xavier, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, let me just. You're welcome. HI, you can post your question, please, while I'm listing down the donation list. Okay, so if I missed anyone who actually had donated, please let me know so I can recheck it again. Thank you, Quattro. I truly appreciate that. I'll definitely use it. I feel crazy pressure to talk to you. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your Cancer. Okay, so I'm going based by his channel messages first here, HI. So the first thing that I picked up coming out from him is that there is a very strong issue between him and this third party, or a very strong issue between him and the karmic situation here. I've got the karmic situation coming up here with just right above family issue and family upbringing. So this is what's currently going on with him here. And then I've also got abuse and abusive situation. I will not even be surprised if there was like some sort of like an abusive situation going on. Might not be physical abuse, but could be like a verbal, mental, or even like emotional abuse currently going on here. At this time, I would suggest you to just like wait a little bit, like don't contact him just yet, because this is a very strong mirroring energy, I would say, I'm getting coming out from him. Like he wants you to, I mean, like, yeah, your person actually wants you to contact them. Like he really, really wants to talk to you. he really wants to contact you here. And another thing that I've got coming up from him here is that he's also feeling a little bit guilty over the whole situation between both of you. I've got I know I I've got I know I made a mistake here. But the thing here is that even though if you contact him, even though deep down, like energetically and deep down within himself, he will be okay with that. But I've got mask feeling and hidden feelings energy coming up here. So even though if you contact him, there is multiple, I mean, like there is some possibility that is happening here. First is that he might not reply you right away. Secondly, here is that even if he reply you, he will try to conceal his feeling, he will try to hide his emotions. So he's not going to like be open with you and tell you that, okay, like this is what's going on, this is what is happening. So if you are okay with that, you can contact him and just like check on about how is he going through here. But what I'm going to suggest for you here is that just hold on a little bit here, because we are also going to have a Mercury retrograde energy on, I think, 29th of this month. I would say just wait until this Mercury retrograde energy end first, and then after that you can contact him. But again, I'm definitely going to pull a time frame for that. But he's definitely not feeling good. That's one thing I'm getting here. I've got angels and the universe are working on your behalf. Will you marry me energy? So this is what he wants you to know, I would say here. But at this point of time here, energetically speaking, there is a lot of shift that is currently happening within himself here. A very strong family issue. So with this third party situation and this karmic situation, things are definitely not looking good for both of them, I would say here. And then I've also got victim mentality energy coming up here as well for victim mentality energy coming up here as well for him. So at this point of time here, he's starting to realize, like slowly it's starting to dawn to him about what kind of, like like how much mistake that he had made here. So this guilty energy, this regretful energy here, the way that he has been thinking about you here, it's what making you also think about him. Is also like what making you like wanting to communicate with him, wanting to check up on him here. I would suggest for now at least like hold on a little bit here. What I'm going to suggest for you here is that pray and sending him healing will actually good. At least wait until the Mercury retrograde energy end first. But yeah, he's definitely not feeling good, I would say here. There's going to be a milestone, sorry, this milestone energy and the loss energy coming up here. So yeah, he's definitely like in this very strong feeling lost, feeling regretful, and feeling guilty energy. The communication is definitely going to pick up between both of you here. Let me just pull out of outcome and time frame. All right, so I've got the Fool, the Lovers, and then I've got the Five of Wands energy coming up here as for the time frame, and then I've got the Nine of Swords here as the overall energy. So a lot of anxiety, a lot of overwhelming energy coming up here. He's going to come towards you, taking up the leap of faith here, which is again going to have the union between both of you, confirmation about both of your soul connection coming up here as well. HI. As for the time frame, I've got the number 5. So the number 5 and late spring. Late spring will also be like end of this month energy here. If you want to text him, I've got 5 weeks. Sorry, 5 days to 5 weeks time. I would suggest just wait until the Mercury retrograde energy ends up, I would say here. And meanwhile, just in like sending him prayer and sending him guidance. If did do you blocked him anywhere on your social media? If you blocked him or something like that, just like unblocked him and just like open up the line of communication first, because either one of you will definitely will. I mean, he will definitely come and contact you here, but I don't want you to like I don't want like for example like you blocked him or something like that, so he couldn't or he won't be able to contact you. So just like open up the line of communication here. But for you to contact him first, I would at least wait until the Mercury retrograde and first, I would say here. So let me know if you have any other question or clarification. HI. No cake. I haven't done your reading. I'm still going through the donation one by one. You're welcome. Hi, Pink Roses. Yes, it's still available, but I'm just doing the donation first, and then I'll do the free reading. Gunnar, you can post your question, please. Okay, so yeah, so let's see about your ex. Okay, but okay, so let's look at into the energy coming up here between both of you. The first thing that I'm getting coming up from her here is that a little bit of conflicted energy coming up here. Now, it's not that she's conflicted about being with you or wanting to be with you here, but what is happening here is that yes, she's slowly opening up herself. She's slowly opening up herself, like talking to you and communicating with you, as well as understanding and letting her emotion and letting her feelings come to her here. But at the same time, I've also got a behind the mask energy coming up from her here as well. So she's a little bit hesitant about going all in. at this point of time, but she's already like starting to open up herself to feel and to understand the way things going on here, to understand her emotion, to understand her feeling. I'm also getting a little bit of blockage on the throat chakra, which is affecting the communication between both of you, but this is mostly about how honest and how open he is within herself here. So it's not only that he's concealing his feeling and hiding her feelings from you here, but she's also like pretending as if like everything is okay, pretending that okay, she does not have any feeling towards you, like she's in that particular moment, so kind of like conflicted in that way. Sometimes sometimes she will like too open with herself here, like you may notice it, like for example, like with her calling you, or just like the way that she will be communicating with you, and then the next time here she can kind of like being closed off again. So this is like the back and forth energy is what I'm picking up from her here. As for the union to happen between both of you, yes, there's definitely still going to be the union to happen between both of you here. The reconciliation and the reunion is still going to happen. I've got the 10 of cups, the 4 of wands, and the true love energy coming up here. So both of you are definitely going to be the family that you desire, I would say here. So the union of the both of your union here, the soul connection between both of you is also coming up quite strongly here as well. And then another thing that I've got coming up here, I think she's a Gemini, right, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot either you or her is a Gemini, but with this with this Queen of Swords energy coming up here, this is mostly her energy is what I'm picking up here. I've also got the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups energy coming up here, a very strong conflicted energy and back and forth energy, as well as not really being open and not really being honest within herself here. She knows that she still has feeling towards you. She knows that like these feelings and this emotion that she feels towards you here is actually real. At the same time here, okay, Aquarius, so again same thing as an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, the air sign here. But the thing here is that she will also feel overly guilty and overly regretful from her here. So when we talk about her emotion here, is still up and down energy from her here, like from her emotion, which is why in the future, moving forward into the future here, there is going to be a massive transformation, or like a massive leveling up from her here, from the Queen of Swords energy to the Emperor's energy. The Queen of Swords energy here, again, apart from the hesitancy energy here, like she's trying to withholding herself at this point of time. She's the one who's actually withholding herself here, even though like she's definitely like feeling conflicted. At one point she's feeling heartbroken that like if she choose to like be with you here, what will happen between her and the current boyfriend here. And then she will afraid that what if like I betrayed him, and again same thing as well, but I still have feelings for you here, so what am I supposed to do? So all of those thoughts is what's currently going on herself here. This is a little bit conflicted within herself, but definitely a good energy, like a first step here, because she's going to start having like she's going to start having this realization or enlightenment about the emotion, about the feeling that she has for you here. And I've got the the Nine of Wands energy with the courage energy coming up here as well. At this point of time here, she just needs to have that courage energy, which is what she's lacking at this point of time, or she's kind of like working on herself here, opening up herself and opening up her heart to the connection, and opening up herself and just like being honest. Okay, this is it. Like I feel the same towards you. Like I just need to go ahead and just like embrace it, other than hurting myself here. This is what is currently going on within herself here. And then I've also got the Chariot with the Hermit energy coming up here, which is she will be coming up towards you here. The communication can like go up and down, but don't be stressful with that. Sometimes the communication can be like really really good, and another time here you might be like wondering, okay, what is going on, why she's not contacting me. That's okay, like this is just like how she is at this point of time here, because of the conflicted energy within herself. So don't really worry if the communication is going on and off here. But she will be coming up towards you here, which is the stability will definitely be there for both of you. I've got the Knight of Pentacles energy with the number 8 coming up here as the time frame. The Knight of Pentacles is a little bit of gradual process, because now it's just like the ball is already on her court. Like she needs to she needs to come to that acceptance energy. She needs to, like no longer running away from her feelings, that she needs to come into that particular acceptance, which she will. As for the time frame, I've got the number 8 coming up here: 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, the month of August. I'm also getting a very strong late winter energy. It may take a little bit some time, but again, don't really stressful about the time frame. The union is still definitely going to be there for both of you. So let me know if you have any other clarification that you need. Okay, yeah, she's like starting to realize that. So just like give her time and the space to realize that. She's like slowly starting to come into that realization. Okay, so Skittles. So for Skittle, how? Okay, first question: will your doctor be able to find out what is wrong with you? Alright, let me just put. Okay, will the doctor be able to find out what is wrong with you guys? So let's see. Okay, so for Skittle, in a sort way, yes, the doctor will be able to find out what is wrong with you. Now, I can't really say what exactly is wrong because I'm not really good. I mean, like I don't have any like any degree in the medical, so I don't want to say it wrong. But the first thing what I'm getting coming up from you here is that feeling overwhelmed and feeling overburdened, like as if you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So I feel like the back of, I mean, like your shoulder and your back could be like having some issues. That is the first thing that I'm getting here. And another thing here is that with this fragmented energy here, even though the doctor will be able to find out what is wrong with you, but what I'm going to suggest for you here is that in terms of spirituality speaking here, I'm going to suggest you to do some guided meditation on your heart chakra, releasing and basically releasing and opening up your heart chakra energy. I would suggest that because I'm getting a little bit of I won't say blockage, but a very heavy energy when it comes into the heart chakra energy, I would say here. So meanwhile, like while the doctor is like doing the necessary diagnosis, what I'm going to suggest for you here is that just play on the background while you're resting or while you're sleeping. Just look up on YouTube, search guided meditation on heart chakra. So just like let it play while you're resting or while you're sleeping. That's definitely going to be helpful for you on releasing any extra burden or any extra unnecessary, like pain or unnecessary burden and trauma within yourself, which eventually also going to be improving your health here. And then I've also got discovery energy coming up here. I've got the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles energy. I feel like they kind of like already starting to know where it is going, but they still like need to take some extra tests or some extra, yeah, just like some extra tests to be sure, because at this point of time with this two energy coming up here, the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords here, they have their doubt, but they just like wanting to confirm here. So I feel like a little like a two or three extra tests, or at least like a couple of weeks here, you're going to know exactly what is it about. I don't see it as like something a huge thing of it. I don't see that. I mean, I don't see it as like, like for example, like life threat, for example, like life threatening, or like something like a big deal here. Not that way. I've also got the optimism energy coming up here as well for you. So be optimist that yes, they will definitely be able to find out, and it's not like something that is you need to be stressful of here. I've also got the star energy with the Page of Pentacles energy coming up here. Healing will definitely be there, so you're definitely going to 100% heal from whatever issue it is. I've also got the Page of Pentacles energy coming up here. So with these two energy, I would say here is that try to not overly burden yourself. Now this can be with physical things, could also be like with mental or emotional thing here. As for the time frame, I've got the number 3 coming up for you here. So they may be able to find this within the next 3 days to 3 weeks, 3 months. I'm also getting early summer. So by the summer season comes in, you will be able to know like what is exactly going on with you. But things will definitely go well. I don't see any specific issue that you need to worry about this. Healing will definitely be there for you. So yeah, they will definitely be able to be able to diagnose it properly. So your second question, how will your hearing go? Okay, so within the next 3 days, then. Yeah, I've got the number 3 coming up here. So they will be able to about this. Second question, how will your upcoming hearing go? Directly, I've got happy success coming up for you here, Skittle. So I mean, like, direct answer, yes, it's definitely going to be success. Your upcoming hearing 100% is going to result in success. But let me just pull some more things. Okay, so the short answer, how will your upcoming hearing go? 100% success energy coming up for you here, Skeeter. So it's definitely going to go successful, no doubt on that. At the same time, here, the first thing that I picked up coming up from you here is a very strong fear energy. So I feel like, I mean, obviously you have the fear, like just anxiety, like quite anxious about how things will go here. Like let go of the fear. Don't let the fear control you, I would say here. You will definitely, like I mean, like you definitely get success from that. And then I've also got teacher with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords energy coming up here. This three energy is the representation of the lawyer, or something to do with the legality energy, I would say here, or like basically like discuss it. I'm not sure if this is like you have a lawyer or like people that will be there for you, like helping you and stuff. And if you do that, like just like listen to them and discuss with them here. But the most important thing that I'm getting here is that with this Queen of Swords energy here is that do not be afraid of speaking out. So communicate, just speak out whatever it is, like just speak out whatever you whatever the truth it is, I would say here. So do that. And then I've also got great gratitude energy here. So instead of feeding up your fear, instead of feeding up your fear here with this great gratitude energy, just try to like expressing gratitude. So before you go to bed every night here, like from now until the time of your upcoming hearing here, so just like repeating to yourself, like saying, for example, like I'm grateful that this particular healing is going to go in my favor. I'm grateful that like it's definitely going to be success. The most important thing here is that speak up here and listen to whatever your lawyer or the people that is like helping you in this particular situation telling you to do here. So just do that. Other than that, everything is actually going to go well. I've got the Six of Swords here. Whatever situation that's currently going on here is definitely going to get fixed. It's definitely going to get like into a much more smoother sailing here. I'm not sure what exactly this hearing for, but I've got the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like the outcome of the hearing, or at least like after this hearing here, have got a very strong financial situation coming up here. So whatever the situation, or whatever like whatever this particular hearing for here, one of the outcome will actually give you some money, or at least like giving you some financial situation, like helping you in terms of the financial situation is what I'm getting here. So yeah, that's what I've got for you. Let me know if you have anything you want to clarify. Okay, yeah, Cake, I've got you. What is Michael? Yes, focus on your heart chakra, and yeah, don't let the fear control you. Just before you go to bed every night, just like say to yourself, you're grateful that the hearing is going in your favor. You're welcome. Alright, so Cake. You're welcome, Skittles. Cake Robinson. What does Michael wants to tell? Okay, Cake Robinson. So what is currently going on with Michael? What does he wants to tell you here? So the channel messages that I've got coming up from Michael, I've got mask feeling, hidden feelings. I've got religious and spiritual factors. I've also got communication blockage. You mean the world to me. Karmic situation, faithful, release your past, learn from it. I've got trust in the divine timing, and then I've got I love you. So what does he want to do? Like what is his planning to do here? I've got a karmic situation coming up here. Cake. So now this karmic situation can be talking about a third party situation, can be talking about, like toxic friend, toxic family members, but whatever that's currently going on surrounding him, he said there is a very strong karmic situation or karmic contract at this point of time, which is what is delaying him to come towards you, which is what delaying this whole connection to move forward into a victorious one, like move forward into a stable and committed one here. So what does he want to do here is that with this religious and spiritual factors, the main message that I'm getting coming up from him here is that he's trying so hard, he's trying to work, he's working on releasing all of this karmic contract and this karmic situation. However, when it comes into the spirituality and the awakening energy, I would say here coming up from him, both of you definitely like have differences here where you are coming up as a little bit high vibrational than him, when you are more open up, like with all of this with, I won't say about spirituality only, but you are more awakened to this connection about what is currently going on with this connection here. He might not really be in that particular place, he might not really be in that particular space yet, but he is working as much as he could here. He's working on his capacity to just like break free from this karmic situation, and this is also like a learning process for him to go through this journey and being awakened of himself. And then I've also got mask feeling and hidden feelings. With the overall message that I've got coming up from Michael here is I love you. So he does love you. He does have a lot of feeling towards you here. There is no doubt on that. This is also another message that I've got coming up from him. So he wants you to know that he loves you. He wants you to know that you mean the world to him, and he's trying to stay as faithful as he could to be with you here. And he also wants you to trust in the divine timing energy coming up here as well. Even though that he has a lot of this emotion, has a lot of this feeling towards you here, in the reality or in the 3D, he might not really be able to open up himself. He might not really be comfortable about opening up himself here, because with this mask feeling and hidden feelings, again, this coming back to, like some sort of like a trauma or just like an ego based energy for him. If he open up himself, he may feel vulnerable or just like overall not too comfortable here. So this is like another main blockage coming up from him here, like he needs to be able to open up himself even more, which is why I've got the communication blockage energy coming up here. The communication between both of you might still be blocked, or just still like on and off communication, or even if like there is a communication energy between both of you, he cannot really express himself like openly, I would say here. So this is like the blockage energy here. And then he's also like working on building up the future for both of you. Another thing that he wants you to know here is that release your past, learn from it. So this is also another thing that he's working on himself at this point of time. This is what I mean, releasing any karmic situation, releasing any past energy here that is still holding him back, that is still like withholding him back from moving forward with you, from moving forward with this connection here. Okay, and then I've also got positive mindset brings abundance here. So he also wants you to come from the place, from the mentality of like positive energy, and just like keep on manifesting and just like keep on thinking positively. Here is what I'm getting here. Okay, so that's what I've got. Let me just pull a time frame and possible outcome for you. I've got the Two of Cups here. So again, the soul connection between both of you here, as well as the mutual energy of the future, that once both of you get back together here, this is definitely going to be like a stable, equal give and take energy here. And with you coming up as the Empress energy coming up here, again, you're already at the high level vibrational energy. And moving forward into the future, there is also going to be a possibility of pregnancy. If you can still get pregnant, if you can still have children, there is also going to be a possibility of pregnancy. Let me pull a time frame for you. I've got the number 5 coming up here, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months. I'm also getting a very strong mid-fall energy. So those are the time frame that you can look up into as well. Okay. So that's it for your reading. Let me know if you need any clarity. Mumi07, yes please. If your PayPal name is different with your YouTube username, I really appreciate that. Okay. So Amanda, if you're here, please post your question. Okay, JT11, I got you. I'll just do Amanda first, and then I'll come to you. Hi Amanda. Okay, job offer for this month, and then I got JTR. So, job offer for this month. Yeah, Antonio, I received that. Okay, so looking at the job that I've got coming up for you here, I've got I've got the number 3 coming up for you here, Amanda. So I feel like from now until I'm getting the number 16, which is like 16. I feel like this is going to be like until next month, 16. So May 20 to from now May 20 to the June 16 or June 20th here, going to get at least by this month, and you're going to get at least like 3 job offer is what I'm getting coming up here. Now with this 3 job offer here, I'm getting 2 main energy coming up here. First is regarding finances. Second is talking about the communication energy coming up here. So this, because I've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles energy coming up here. This is quite like a high level job, I would say here, or like high ranking job. The Queen of Pentacles, like for example, like the manager level, supervisor level, could also be like, for example, like financial advice or something to do with financial related situation is another thing that I'm getting here, as well as communication. So like speaking out energy coming up here as well. You are definitely going to get at least 3 job offer energy coming up from by the end of this month. And then the specific date that I'm getting coming up for you here, 1/6, and then I've also got the number 20 and the number 2020, and then I've got the number 1/6. But because I think because 16 is today, I feel like it's going to also like be next month 16th, like the day 16 is coming up here as well. I've also got the magician and the wheel of fortune energy coming up here as well. So with these two energy coming up here, this is basically talking about manifestation energy. And then I've also got the judgment energy coming up here, which is also talking about divine intervention, because we are going to go through a Mercury retrograde season, a Mercury retrograde energy here by the end of this month. Whatever job that you will be getting this month here, or any job interview, I would suggest you to read the contract, or to read the job description more than one, especially with this Three of Pentacles energy here, like reading it through more than once is what I'm suggesting you to do here. But you will definitely get a very, I mean, like the job is definitely going to be there for you here. I've also got the Page of Swords energy and the Ace of Swords energy here. There's definitely going to be, like a job offer keep on coming up to you here. Don't worry about that. And then I've also got the Ten of Pentacles. Honestly, the job that I'm getting coming up for you here will not be like an entry level type of job. I keep getting like a job that will be happening to you here, is that at least at the higher level energy here, which is like, again, I keep getting this financial energy coming up here as well. So more money and more financial situation is, I mean, like more money and financial stability coming up for you as well. I'm just going to pull a guidance message here for you. Let's see what we have. I've got expansion coming up here. Spread your wings, share your message, show the world what you are made of. I've got growth coming up for you here. Seek out a mentor or a guide. Take baby steps as you grow. Be willing to learn from others. So you are definitely like, like opening up yourself and growing up yourself here, and cycle. Yeah, this is what I mean. The cycle energy coming up here. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycle of your body. Tunes into the moon's magic. So with this magician energy coming up here, this end of this month will be the two big energy coming up here, which is the Mercury retrograde as well as the full moon here. So I feel like that particular energy is going to be quite intense for you. So try to do some manifestation, or just like journaling your thoughts. Just do that here. And another thing, manifestation technique that I'm going to suggest for you here is that before you go to bed, before you go to sleep here, just like close your eyes and just like visualize what kind of job that you want here. Like visualize that you just like logging into your email, and then you see like a job a job interview or like a job appointment coming up here. So just keep on manifesting, like keep on thinking in that way. Yes, there's definitely going to be a job coming in for you here. At least there is going to be 3 job offer that I'm getting coming up for you here by from now until the end of this month or beginning of the month of June, Amanda. So let me know if you need extra clarification. Hi, Yvette. Yes, Murmi, I do private reading. I think my email is in the description box. You can just like email me once I'm done with the reading. I'm going to reply to you through the email. All right. Hi, JT11. Your question. You're welcome, Amanda. Yeah, please keep me updated. I'm definitely going to pray for you to get a good job. Okay, my question. What do I need to know about? Okay, Okay, what do you need to know about your person, your twin flame, and your connection? So let's see. Okay, JT11, you are the Libra. Okay, so this is your energy coming up here. So, what is it that you need to know about this particular situation between you and your twin flame? I've got courage coming up here. I've got courage, stark energy, and then I've got the dark thoughts energy coming up here. So, I feel like this is the mutual energy between both you and your person, your twin flame here. I've got a very strong stark energy. So, either one of you, if not both of you here, is still feeling stuck on your on on both of your personal I mean like on your own individual and personal journey here. And the reason why I'm getting that, at least coming up from yourself here, coming up from your energy, I've got the dark thoughts here. So I feel like there are times, or there are, like some tendency that you have within yourself here to either think negatively here, or just like letting fear control you, I would say here. And this is what making you feeling stuck here. And then coming out from your twin flame energy here with this courage energy, they are a little bit lacking of courage to take that first step, like just to like that first step here, JT11. So this is like the main blockage, or yeah, the main blockage or the main delay coming up here between both of you and your twin flame here. The courage, the dark energy, and the dark thoughts. So what you need to do here is that letting go of this dark thoughts energy, letting go of your fear, letting go of your assumption, letting go of any negative thinking within yourself first here, JT11. So this is how you can step outside of your stuck energy, as well as your twin flame will also follow that. What I'm going to suggest for you here is that to honestly, I'm getting a little bit more blockage on the heart chakra here. So try to do some guided meditation on the heart chakra. That's going to be releasing any stuck energy, going to be releasing any, like any stress or any basically like any dark thoughts within yourself here. And then I've also got commitment coming up here with the great achievement energy. So the union between both of you here is actually definitely going to happen. There is no doubt on that. With this commitment and the great achievement energy here, and this is definitely going to become into like a committed, stable relationship between both of you, stable connection and stable union between both of you here. The only thing here is that again, I've got the Ace of Cups here. So just like opening up heart chakra is something that both of you need to focus on here. I would suggest like start with you first, like start healing your heart chakra, opening up your heart chakra, and then your person, your twin flame will definitely like mirroring that. And then I've also got the hermit energy coming up here. So this is talking about the communication. The communication can be on and off a little bit here, or like yeah, on and off. I won't say completely blocked, but kind of like on and off communication here and there that can happen. And then I've also got the Knight of Pentacles energy coming up here. The Knight of Pentacles, I won't say a slow process or slow moving energy, but definitely like a gradual process or gradual moving energy is what I'm getting here. So it may take some time, like for both of you to heal, for both of you to get out of this stuck energy, to be able to have a committed, long-term, stable relationship here. It's just that it's not that it's going to take a longer time here, but a gradual process, baby step. So it's really important for both of you to not rush into it, I would say. And then for the time frame that I've got coming up for you here, I've got the number 8. So 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. The month of August, I'm also getting a very strong late fall energy coming up here as well. So it may take up until, like late fall. Yeah, late fall by, which is going to be like around end of this year. It may take a little bit some time, but don't be stressful about the time frame. It's just that both of you need to get off the stuck energy. You need to, like let go of these dark thoughts, and then your twin flame here needs to have, like letting go of funny, like stepping forward is what I'm getting here. So yeah, let me know if you need any clarity or anything that you don't understand. Destiny, if you are here, can you please post your question? I'm not sure what is your okay. Will Alex? Okay, will Alex move on or commit? Or should I just? Oh, will Alex commit, or should I just move on? Okay. I've got commitment right away coming up for you here, Destiny. So yes, he will eventually commit. Let's just okay. So will Alex eventually commit to you, or should you move on? With this commitment energy coming up here, yes, he will definitely eventually commit to you. I've got commitment, I've got increased creative endeavor, consciousness of like travel energy coming up here as well. Looking at the energy coming up between you and Alex, moving forward into the future, yes, there is definitely going to be a commitment. However, I feel like this commitment energy and a creative endeavor, again, with this creative endeavor and commitment, both of these are basically talking about a new beginning, like a new clean slate energy for both of you here. But the thing here is that with this increased energy, I feel like it may take a little bit some time for that to happen. Now, if you choose to move on, if you choose to not bother about him anymore, like completely move on here, I've got the Five of Cups energy with the Page of Swords energy coming up here. So there is also going to be like a very strong regretful energy coming up from him as well here, Destiny. So if you choose to move on, he will definitely be heartbroken here and feeling regretful and feeling guilty. But will that make him come to you eventually? Yes, but it's just like going to bring another delay here. Again, the main issue or the main problem here is that first is when it comes into the communication with him. For some reason, I'm getting a little bit of like blocked or unbalanced energy coming up from his throat chakra, which is also affecting the communication, which is also affecting, yeah, basically like the communication and the way things have been between both of you here in terms of the communication, where sometimes there is a very strong hesitancy energy coming up from him. So he's like one foot in and one foot out. And the reason for that here, I've also got the consciousness of like so insecurity, not feeling too good within himself here, having like self-esteem issue and self-confidence issue is another problem from Alex energy. So this is the delay, or this is like the cause of the delay here. But he does like you, I would say. Here I've got the Queen of Wands energy coming up here. So he definitely has a lot of passion towards you, I would say here as well. I've also got the double Ten of Cups here. I've got the Ten of Cups coming up twice. So this is basically talking about the commitment, like uh, the relationship energy coming up. A happy home, happy family, happy relationship where both of you are definitely going to be together as well. So yes, that is definitely like a commitment energy coming up here. I'm also getting travel energy here with the Three of Wands. Is there any distance between both of you, like a physical distance here, or at least this could also be like an emotional distance? But with this Three of Wands and the travel energy here, I'm getting like a little bit of distance energy first. And then the secondly here, as you can see here with these three wands here, like he's ready to come towards you, but at the same time here, there is also like a little bit here, I mean a little bit things, little bit some things that is withholding him back. Again, coming back to that self-conscious energy, the self-esteem and self-confidence energy is another thing that I picked up coming up here. But eventually, yes, the commitment will definitely be there. As for the time frame, I've got the number 7 coming up here. 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, the month of July. And I'm also getting a very strong late fall energy or around the fall season or long distance. Okay, that is actually explain this travel energy coming up here. There is like a like yeah, there's like a distance between both of you. So yeah, he does wants to have commitment here, but the distance is definitely like the distance could also be why I'm getting that it may take some time for the commitment to happen here, but it will definitely happen for you, Destiny. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Let me know if you have like anything that you don't understand or would like to clarify. Asia, if you're here, you can post your question. Okay, so let's start with. So the first thing that I've picked up coming up from you here, Asia, is the resistant energy. So it's like you might be doing this unintentionally as well, like because you want to let go or you want to release all of this like negative thought and negative feeling, negative emotion within yourself here. You may come as a little bit of resisting. How do I say it here? Like the resistant energy coming up here is that I won't say that you are trying so hard, but with this resistant energy coming up here, it's like you are too much focusing on, like letting go of all of those thoughts here in a way that you are pushing yourself too much. I won't say pushing yourself too much, but you're kind of like beating up yourself almost like that is what I'm getting coming up here. So the first thing that I've got coming up for you here, I've got the Ace of Swords, and then I've got the Ace of Pentacles energy coming up here as Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and then I've also got behind the mark. So these two energies talking about the throat chakra here, and then I've also got Seven of Swords energy, Seven of Wands energy coming up here. Throat chakra energy is something that you need to look out into, in a sense that be open about the thoughts, be open with whatever emotional, whatever negative thought, negative emotion that you have within yourself here, instead of focusing on like completely letting it go here. Do not be suppressing those thoughts, in a sense that okay, I have this thought here, like okay, what I mean, like let's say for example, okay, I'm starting to think negative thing here, so I'm going to pretend that it does not exist. I'm going to be suppressing it. Don't do it that way. So it's like it's almost like you are competing with your own self, I would say here, Asia. To a point where it's just going to give you anxiety, to a point where it's just like going to give you like frustration energy, because like it's going to just imagine like this picture. So it's like you are trying to take off like this particular one thought, one negative thought, and then on this side there is also another negative thought. So like it's like you are running behind it, I would say here. So the moment that you get rid of one negative thought here, the next second another negative thought pop up. So it's just like you are kind of like, like going after that. So that energy is what I'm picking up coming up from you here. So instead of doing that, what you need to do here is that be open with that here. What is the reason? What is that negative thought or negative images coming up from within yourself here? Like is it like some sort of like an images, or is it like some sort of like just like a thought here? Write it down, or just like be open with this, or just like speak it out to yourself here, like okay, I'm not going to think about it, like something positive is going to happen today. Let's say for example, if the negative thought here is telling you, or is like letting you know that you're not going to succeed, you're not going to get that, you're not going to get this. But the most important thing here is that be open with yourself, be open with your emotion, be open with all of this negative with all of these messages and thoughts coming up for you here. It's quite normal, because what is happening here for you is that you are starting to let go of all of this emotional pain and emotional trauma here. Like you are starting to focus on that. So, and all of those emotional pain and emotional trauma here has been there with you for years. I'm talking about years of, like accumulating pain, accumulating trauma within yourself. So when one day you just like wake up, okay, I'm going to be better within myself here, of course all of this old energy will try to come back, will try to, why are you trying to heal, like you are not worth it, you are not that. It's quite natural for that to happen. So instead of suppressing that here, you need to face all of those negative thought, all of those negative images, because most of the time all of those negative thought here is coming up from your illusion of fear. So you just like need to face it in that sense here. So do not suppress it, and do not like run away. Okay, I have this negative thought, so I need to quickly get rid of it. If not, like I'm just not going to be able to move on. Don't think it that way. Negative thought will naturally happen. Like every single person, every single human being in this world here will always have negative thought, will always have fear. It's just that about how we raise about it, instead of letting all of those thoughts control us, instead of letting all of those thoughts here ruining our day and ruining the rest of our day here. So think it in that way is what I'm getting. And then what you need to do here, I've got flow coming up here. I've got sacred temple and your higher self. So first thing that you need to understand here is that you are definitely higher than any negative thought, than any of fear, any of negative emotion within yourself here. I directly got your higher self and the sacred temple energy coming up here. Your mind, your emotion, your body, your intuition here is sacred within yourself. So you need to understand that even though you have a negative thought here, it's not going to let it affect you. This is how you need to think. Instead of like, oh my God, I have a negative thought, I need to get rid of it here. You need to train yourself to think that negative thought and negative thought, negative images, negative emotion, it's quite normal. It's quite normal for people to have anxiety. It's quite normal for us to have fear here. But those emotion and those thoughts here is not going to ruin, is not going to be delaying your transformation. You are already on the right track. You already have a direct connection with the divine, with God here. So all you have to do here is just like pray and ask for the help, but don't run behind it. Don't think that it's your responsibility to like to have to get rid of it one by one here. Accept that, okay, I have this fear, I have this, it's okay, it's yeah, it's from your past, because you are currently going through this healing, so it's like starting to come out here. This is why, this is also I told you earlier here, like to take baby step. So write down all of this thought here, write down all of this, like whatever came to you here, and then go through it one by one. So let's say, for example, you have a fear of something, so on that particular day heal that, and then tomorrow you may have like a fear of something else, heal that as well. So go it that way, because this is what I mean, like this is like accumulation of years of like of pain, of past, of everything coming up here. So it's not going to be like suddenly heal out of one day. So like a slow process energy coming up here, but you have a very strong divine protection energy coming up for you here, so never doubt on that. And then I've also got flow coming up for you here. Find an easier path forward, surrender to the outcome, and release your expectation. So this is also another thing that you need to do here. Releasing the expectation here is basically talking about letting go that you have to do this. I mean, like you have to like get rid of it one by one here. First of all, you need to come to that acceptance energy. Okay, I have this particular past. I need to make peace with that first. So you need to come from that particular acceptance energy here. And then I've also got receive with hope coming up for you. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. The reason why you are having this, all of this, like negative thought and negative thinking here, because when you are currently healing at this point of time here, the enemy or the other side here will try to like pull you back, like why are you healing, like like it's still not going to go away. So this is like why it keeps coming up here. So don't let go of your hope and stay positive. Whatever had happened here is already in the past. It's no longer going to affect you. It's no longer going to control you here. And then I've got receive. So the moment that you come from this particular mindset here, you are ready. You are opening up yourself to receive the positive energy from the divine here. You're opening up yourself to receive like all of this positive energy from the divine, as well as you're opening up yourself here to the healing with this receiving energy here. And then lastly, I've got intention coming up for you. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your request to the universe. So one thing that I'm going to suggest here is that every time before you go to bed and after you wake up here, so the first thing that you can say to yourself here, so you can look at in the mirror and say directly to yourself here that today I'm not going to let any negative thought. Today I'm not going to let any negative thought. Today I'm not going to let any negative thought and negative feeling to control me. So you need to keep on saying that to yourself here. I guess I was afraid to see what it was and wasn't sure if I. Yeah, see, that is the thing. Like that is the reason why you feel it. Like to make you afraid. So you need to raise above that fear. You need to understand that whatever had happened is already in the past. Like it's no longer going to affect you. And if you want, you can just like text me about it. Like just send a voice message. I can definitely like tell you about how to go about it, if that's going to be more easier for you other than here. So just like like send me a voice message. I'll definitely like tell you how to go about it, if it's like going to be easier for you that way. Asia. Alright, second question. How does Gemini? Okay, Star, I got you. Let me just finishing up with Asia first. Alright, so how does the Gemini feel about you? I've got new connection coming up here now. This can be someone that you just like recently met, or someone that like someone could be new, could also be like a supportive connection coming up here. So on how does the Gemini feel towards you, or I mean like the Gemini view towards you. Here I've got the Sun, and then I've got the Eight of Wands energy coming up here. The Sun is actually quite a wonderful energy here, like like fun, happy to be with, that kind of energy here. The Eight of Wands here is also talking about the connection between both of you here can go quite well, like just like matching up energy, I would say here. And then another thing that I've got coming up here is that the Three of Pentacles energy coming up here. If this is like a new connection, or like just someone that you might just like recently came to know about, like just like maybe not really like a, maybe not someone that you've known for quite a while here. With this Three of Pentacles energy, the communication is actually picking up, I would say here. It's just like not like a huge communication, like not like a big communication just yet, but kind of like step by step energy is what I'm getting coming up here. I'm also getting a little bit of hesitancy energy coming up from this Gemini person, especially with this Page of Swords energy. So they might not really be open with everything, or at least like they might not really be open about themselves, about like how they feel towards you and all of those. Oh, this is your ex Gemini. Okay, now that's actually makes sense here. Okay, so with this Three of Pentacles energy coming up here, I feel like with this, again, the communication between both of you here with this Three of Pentacles here might not really be, or at least I won't say not really going too well here, just like little too, yeah, little communication, I would say here, Asia, like not like a big communication. And then I've also got the Sun with the Eight of Wands energy coming up here. So the Sun energy with the Eight of Wands energy coming up here, it definitely seeing you as someone who is fun, like a very strong, vibrant energy, I would say here. So in that sense, like vibrant energy coming up here. But with this Page of Swords energy coming up for you, with this Page of Swords energy coming up from your ex here, there is like a hesitancy energy, I would say here, or especially when it comes into the communication, like back and I won't say back and forth energy, like one foot in and one foot out type of energy here. So even if the communication happening between both of you, I mean like if both of you were to start a communication here with this Page of Swords energy, it's like one foot out and one foot in. So not really like a natural, not really, might not be really like an like flowing communication, I would say here. So like, yeah, here and there communication that way. Again, I've got the teacher energy coming up here. So the main purpose of this person in your life here is as a teacher. So you are as a teacher and he's as a teacher, so both of you are like each other teachers. So like the sole purpose here, like to be teaching each other here, is what I'm getting. But how does he feel towards you? I don't see any resentment or anything like that. He definitely still think about you as, like someone who is like vibrant, fun, positive energy here. And I've also got the new connection, so I feel like there is also like an intention, I would say here, coming up from this Gemini person, like to restart the connection. Might not be in terms of, like commitment, but just like, just like supportive communication here and there. This could be like the intention coming up from them. Let's see. Yeah, I've got the I've got the King of Swords, I've got the Knight of Cups here, and then I've also got the Star energy. So if both of you like willing to work, I mean, there is like a healing energy coming up. Yes. So like I said, with this new connection, I do feel like this is part of like part of this Gemini intention of like just like try to be friends, like just like to make up things here. The healing is there. I've got the King of Swords energy with the Knight of Cups here. There is like definitely like an intention coming up from them to, like just like try to mend things out here. But other than that, I don't see any, like any negative thing coming up. Yeah, like both of you have a huge lesson, like to be teaching each other. Like the purpose of this connection is to be like this teacher energy coming up for you. Any advice for tomorrow? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so the advice for tomorrow, I've got patient coming up here. Pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play while you wait. I've got trust coming up here. Leap into the unknown. Have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. I've also got possibility coming up here. Raise your standard, elevate your expectation. You have unlimited potential. And then I've got abundance coming up right away for you. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. With the overall message coming up here is support. Ask for help, get more rest, nurture yourself. So the main advice that I'm getting coming up here, let's start with this support. Get more rest, nurture yourself, and ask for help. So whatever situation that you're going to go for tomorrow here, get more rest here. So like tonight, don't overthink a lot. Just like, like manifest, pray, meditate, and then go to sleep. That's what I'm getting here. And the next day, tomorrow here, ask for help. So whatever the situation here, if you feel like you need like an like if you feel like an extra hand here now, this can be talking about like your friends, or could also be like asking the help directly from the divine God, angels, universe here. And then the next thing that I've got coming up here is patient. Pause before you take action. So whatever will be going on tomorrow here, do not lose your patience. So just like keep be patient is what I'm getting here. So like do not rush into it, just like be patient energy is what I'm getting. And then trust, leap into the unknown, have faith, that move forward. So trusting onto the universe and trusting onto the divine, God, angels, universe, as well as taking up the leap of faith here. So I feel like this is more of like whatever you're going to do tomorrow here, just like don't over stress it, like don't over worry about it, just like sleep, pray, and then like trust everything is going to go well tomorrow. And then of course we got a possibility coming up here. Raise your standard, elevate your expectation, you have unlimited potential. So I feel like tomorrow is actually going to be quite a great day, I would say here. It's going to be more of like your standard, rising up your standard, setting up necessary boundaries is also another thing that I picked up here. But the overall energy that I'm getting coming up for tomorrow here is abundance. So enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. So like a lot of abundance and positive energy coming up tomorrow. Just like try to be like just like don't rush into it. Like be patient, see things here, get more rest. I mean like get some rest tonight. Don't overthink it is what I'm getting here. So that's it for your reading. Just message me about what we talked. So once I'm done with the reading, I'm going to look at it, Asia. Thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate it. You're welcome. Amelia, if you're here, please pose your question. Okay, okay, Asia. Just let me start with Amelia first. Has he stopped this flirting? Okay, so has he stopped all of this, like flirting and all of this stuff here? I would say yes. Now I've got the taking steps energy coming up here, family, friends, and guides, new beginning. I've also got happy success with transformation coming up here. So I would say yes, he has completely stopped, like flirting and going all back and forth about, like flirting with other women and all of those stuff here. Because with this transformation energy coming up here, I've got the emperor energy coming up here as well. So this is basically talking about a very strong divine masculine energy coming up here, Amelia. So this is like him working on himself, like him working on himself to be the divine masculine that he's supposed to be here. So like that energy is what I'm picking up, coming up here for him. And then I've also got the taking steps energy coming up here. Not only that, with this family, friends, and guides energy, a very strong divine protection and divine guidance is also helping him, transforming him to be the person that he's supposed to be here, to be the divine masculine that he's supposed to be. But this transformation, like it's already being started, like I told you earlier also, it's already been started. It's just like going to be like a slow, like step by step process is what I'm getting here, which is then going to bring a very strong new beginning coming up between both of you here, as well as a lot of happiness and success energy coming up. As for him not contacting you today, here I've got the back and forth energy. So just like kind of like wait for a little bit here, because the back and forth energy, he's like having this hesitancy energy to contact you, or just like not sure whether he should do that or not. So he's been thinking of it about contacting you here, and then kind of like, okay, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, like that kind of energy is what I'm getting here. So it's not that he's forgetting about your about the anniversary here. It's just like having this, like back and forth energy about contacting you here. And I do feel like the reason for that here, because he's also like afraid of contacting you, because what you already told him here, like, okay, this is it, this is it, like you felt that, how do I say it here, like you felt that, I mean, like you told him that, okay, this is it, like we are just the end here. So he's kind of like not sure, like what am I supposed to do. So it's not that he forgotten about it here, but he's kind of like a little bit hesitant in that sense. And then I've also got the Ace of Cups energy coming up here, the High Priestess, the Three of Cups, and then the Ten of Cups energy coming up here. So the Ace of Cups here, basically him opening up himself, opening up, like healing his heart chakra, opening up himself here, going through the transformation to be the divine masculine that he is supposed to be here, which is then going to bring the Ten of Cups energy coming up for both of you here. Happy home, happy family, happy relationship energy here. Following your intuition and trusting your intuition is what I'm getting coming up here. Celebration will definitely be there for both of you. So this is what I've got coming up. No, he's not forgotten about it, and yeah, he's actually already stopped, like flirting and having, like having like flirting with other women and all of those stuff is what I'm getting here, Amelia. Let me know if there is anything that you want me to clarify again. Yeah, I just did your reading. Did you listen to it? Okay, so root. Let me just do root first. Yeah, okay, good. Got it. Will when you get into a relationship? So see. I've got commitment coming up for you here, Ruth. So yes, definitely there is going to be a relationship coming up between both of you, commitment. how is the communication between both of you here, Ruth? Because I feel like one of you here is trying to start a communication, but I won't say being blocked, but hesitancy energy is coming up here as well between both of you. So like both of you want to communicate with each other, but at the same time you're also like being hesitant about how the other person will react to that, how the other person will perceive on that particular communication. This is what I'm getting coming up here. So this is also another reason why I've got the Eight of Swords and the taking steps energy. Like I won't say delay, but at least not as fast as you're expecting it to be, or at least like the progress between both of you here might not really be like a fast progress, I would say here. But communication is something that I feel like he also wants to communicate with you, like just like wants to meet up here. So but little bit feeling trapped or little bit feeling stuck in that way. I've got the Emperor energy coming up from him, which is definitely like a good energy. Someone who has like a very strong responsibility, someone who has a very strong, like mindset about what he wants out of life, like someone who has that foundation within himself here. I've also got true love energy coming up for you here with the commitment. So yes, the relationship is definitely going to happen. I've got a very strong divine timing energy here with the optimism as well as the high priestess, the intuition energy coming up here as well. So yes, the relationship between both of you here is definitely going to happen. Let me just pull a time frame. Right, so I've got the number 9 coming up here for both of you. 9 days, 9 weeks. I don't think 9 months or the month of September. Late fall is also like quite too long. Yeah, I would say within the next 9 days, 9 weeks to at least maximum the month of September is what I'm getting coming up for you here, Ruth. But yes, the relationship is definitely going to be there. I've got a commitment energy. It's just like the communication needs to be improved a little bit is what I'm picking up coming up here, Ruth. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. Let me know if there is something that you don't understand. Okay. Antonio, can you please post your question? Okay, I got. Okay, Antonio, and then okay, I've got a star question. Okay, that actually explains it here because I forgot to mention I've got travel energy coming up here. But it will definitely happen. Yeah, overthinking a little bit because of that, like the Emperor energy coming up from him. Could also because did he afraid about the pandemic or something like that? Like, did he change the mind because of the pandemic? Antonio, what is the possibility of a reunion with your ex? I'm a Virgo, she's a Libra. Okay, so let's see. A possibility of reconciliation. I see, I understand. If you try, like to organize that, like if you try to, like ask him out and see like how he react with that. Like instead of him asking you out, like let's just say, like you ask him out for coffee or something like that. Okay, Antonio, let's just see. Possibility of reunion. Okay, so looking at for the possibility of a reunion between you and Axia, I won't say that is not going to happen because I've got a very strong Knight of Pentacles energy and the Wheel of Fortune energy coming up here. It may happen, but it may happen, but it's going to take a quite a long time energy, I would say here, Antonio, because the Knight of Pentacles is a very strong, slow moving energy coming up here. And then another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords energy, the Queen of Pentacles, it's Earth sign Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then the King of Swords energy coming up here is the air sign Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini coming up here. The problem here is that with this Queen of Pentacles energy coming up here, this is your energy coming up as a feminine energy, while your person energy coming up here as the King of Swords is the masculine energy coming up here. So there is like an energy gap between both of you, or a little bit of unbalanced energy coming up between both of you here, where your X energy, the Libra energy here, is much more little bit higher than you, which can be causing of unnecessary misunderstanding, like self-esteem issue, as well as ego clash could also be there between both of you here. So there is a lot of healings that needs to happen. And then another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this full energy here, again, the full energy, the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups coming up here, there is a possibility of a reconciliation coming up or the reunion coming up between both of you here. But it's going to take a little bit some time, or at least it may take a while, I would say here, for that to happen. And then another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this Page of Swords energy here, the communication between both of you is also another issue. Like on and off communication, like someone is trying to say something, the other person will misunderstand it. So those kind of conflict and those kind of like back and forth energy is another thing that I picked up here. Another thing here is that a very strong feeling defeated energy coming up here as well. So there is a lot of things that both of you need to let go of, both of you need to like release off here. As for the most possible time frame, I've got the number 7 coming up here. 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months. The month of July as well as late fall energy could be quite significant. There is a possibility, but I feel like it may take some time for that to happen, Antonio. That's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. So let's start with, okay, start. Why is she so distant today? Okay, that's good. Just like that's definitely like an improvement, I would say here when it comes into the communication. Let's go ahead and see, and let's see like how it will go. There is a possibility of reconciliation. I'm not saying that it's never going to happen, but it may take some time for that. Yeah, the communication is the problem with her here, like one foot in and one foot out here, Antonio. That's why it's going to take little bit some time for that. Okay, so stop. Why is she so distant today? Let's see. Okay, the first thing that I picked up while I was shuffling here, Star, was a little bit of immaturity or a little bit of childish energy came up here. So I feel like she might be doing this intentionally here, might not like 100% intentionally, but there is like a little bit of childish energy coming up here. So don't worry too much about this. She will definitely be coming back around. I've got the hermit energy and the I've got the hermit energy and the nine of wands energy coming up here. So the hermit is basically talking about the communication between both of you here, a little bit on and off communication, like silence, I would say that is what's currently happening. And what I'm getting here is that she's kind of like putting a lot of high defensive wall up surrounding herself here. So again, a little bit of intentional energy is what I'm getting coming up here. And then I've also got feeling defeated. So yeah, a little bit childish and a little bit of I won't say ego-based energy, but just like to make you feeling defeated. That kind of energy is what I'm getting coming up from her. So just like leave it be for now. Like I've got the behind the mask energy, like so she's like intentionally hiding her feelings, intentionally like putting up this marks here, like building up this defensive wall up. I've got the Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles, so progress will definitely be there. Just leave it here. See, I've got the Page of Cups here, childish energy. I've got the Four of Swords here, so just like let it be for now. Like just like let her be whatever she wants to do at this point of time. Like just let it rest. For now, here it will definitely be improved by tomorrow or like by the next couple of days here. I've got the Four of Pentacles, so I mean, like she knows what she's doing. It's just like she would just rather keep everything closed up here. So intentionally doing things, I would say here. But after that, I've got the Six of Wands and the new beginning energy coming up. Yeah, things are definitely going to come back again. Like things are definitely going to be okay again. Just like just let her be for now. Yeah, just like an emotion, like all of this childish energy coming up for her. But she will be okay. She will come back. Yeah, she will come back around here. I think this is also like try to I won't say try to get your attention, but also like one of that as well. Like see, okay, if she's being distant, then you will be like chasing after her. Like those kind of thought that what she's having. Just a little bit of childish energy, I would say. But okay, she will definitely be come back. You're welcome. Okay, Asia, you can post your question. While waiting for Asia, I'm just doing some of the free readings. Okay, Jaden, what is going on with Capricorn and the wife? So let's see. Or I'm getting a very strong feeling stuck energy or feeling trap energy here, Jaden. So the Capricorn is feeling a little bit trapped. Uh, the Capricorn is feeling a little bit trapped with this particular situation with the wife here, and then I've also got the Judgment energy coming up here as well, Jaden. So like in the divine timing, like there's going to be like a very strong divine intervention happening here, but at this point of time here, the Capricorn is feeling a little bit stuck or trapped with this particular marriage and with this particular situation between him and the wife. Yeah, just give it time, Star. Like she will definitely like be healed and come back around here. Thank you. Okay, Richa. Am I on the right path when it comes into the union? Richa, am I on the right path? Yes, you definitely are. I've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Wands here. Letting go of feeling overwhelmed and overburdened. Like, don't keep on carrying these baggages is what I'm getting here, Richa. You're definitely already on the right track. Just like release it one by one. Like, don't overwhelm and don't overstress yourself here. Amani, how can I use my psychic abilities? So let's see. I've got expansion coming up for you here, Amani. Spread your wings, share your message, shine your light, show the world what you're made of. So I feel like it's time for you to, like start, let's say, like helping others or just like put yourself out there, sharing up your messages is what I'm getting here. Expansion. You are going through this expansion energy here. So, Kyla, will Aries come back to me? So let's see. Um, I would say yes. I've got two aces coming up for you here, Kyla. Yes, your Aries man will come back to you. Capricorn woman, Sharon. Okay, I'm so sorry for going through that. I'm getting a very strong stuck energy coming up for you here, Sharon. So this is like your husband energy here. But of course, strength eventually, yes. But it's going to take a little bit some time here. A lot of like challenges you're going to face. A little bit of stuck energy here, but eventually, yes. He will definitely like get better. Mm, Tina T. Okay, will the Gemini come back to Tina T? I would say yes, but it may take some time here. I'm getting the number 3 coming up here. Tiana T, I would say like 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or at least around beginning of fall energy here. Kitten, does the Gemini want to come back to me? I would say yes. The Gemini does want to come back to you, but I've got the the Seven of Wands energy coming up here. A little bit of feeling defensive, so back and forth energy here, ego-based energy, I would say, but he does want to come back to you. When is the communication, Bella? When is the communication going to happen between Capricorn and yourself? Let's see, Bella. I've got the number 6, which is again the month of June. 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, the month of June. Yes, there is a possibility of that to happen, Bella. Okay, so Destiny. You can actually, Destiny, you can actually just, like practice the oracle. I think you are in the Alicia group, right? Destiny, if I'm not mistaken. So just, like just talk to Alicia that you want to, like practice. I think they will, like set up everything for you there. Just go ahead and do it. I think the group itself is actually going to be quite helpful for you to practice Destiny. Let's see of your third eye chakra. First of all, here I'm getting the root chakra coming up here. I would say what you need to do here is that balancing up your root chakra first. And when you're starting to balancing up your root chakra, ground yourself even more here. Your third eye chakra is going to like start opening up even more. Mm. Okay, I'm just going to finishing up the free reading first because there is a rainstorm here, so I'm afraid like the connection is going to cut out any minute. So Asia, if it's okay, I'm just like going to finish up everything first here. Okay, Michelle, would I get pregnant this year? Let me just. If I got the Empress, then yes. Then let's see. I've got the sun coming up for you here. Oh, there is a possibility, I would say, here around summer energy, or at least by next year's summer, I would say, Michelle. And I'm getting masculine energy, so baby boy. A possibility of baby boy, I mean. Does my Anita, does my person have feeling towards? I would definitely need more than just your person, like a name or something like that. Pinky, what is the final outcome between you and the Pisces? I've got Tower movement coming up here, Pinky. So I've also got imbalance energy. Not sure what is it about, but if it's something related to finances, try to not be spending too much. I would say here, like just like moderate, little bit of imbalance energy coming up here between you and Pisces. Channel Wells, love reading, Gemini and Libra. See. Okay, I've got the full energy coming up here with the judgment energy coming up for you here, Chanel. So the first thing that I'm getting here is that taking up the leap of faith. So both of you are definitely going to take up the leap of faith towards each other, even though at this point of time the communication or the communication between both of you might not really be going on too well. The judgment energy is also talking about a very strong divine intervention energy coming up here. Anita, Cancer. All right. So what is your question, Anita? Does Cancer have feelings for you? So let's see. Does the Cancer have feelings for Anita? Yeah, I would say yes. I've got Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Ten of Cups coming up here. Yeah, there's definitely like a feelings coming up for you here. He does have feelings for you. All right, so yeah, I think the rainstorm is coming up quite well. I'm going to end up the reading. Asia, I'm going to message you on WhatsApp so I can just do your reading there. I'm afraid like the connection is going to cut at any minute, so I'm just like going to end this, and hopefully after the rain is done, like within the next few hours, I can try to come back. And Asia, let's just do the reading on WhatsApp if it's okay for you. And thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much for the donation. I truly appreciate that. And hopefully I can come back in a few hours after this. Yeah, just like look into the community page. Other than that, have a good day, stay safe, and be blessed, everyone. Bye bye.